WalkingDeadFamily.com presents a driving tour of downtown Senoia, Georgia. The cast of The Walking Dead have often described filming in Senoia as isolated and way out in the woods. So, to illustrate how remote the area truly is, we're starting our journey about 10 miles east of Senoia, having come off I-75. We'll be headed westbound, and we'll speed up the video to get us to town a little bit faster than the law normally allows. Let's check the map to see where we are. We're just at Chislehurst. The road Raleigh Studios is at the other end of. Just at this end of the road is a restaurant you might recognize. This is from Season 3, where Merle uses his car radio to lure walkers to the governor's camp. Speed the video back up a bit, but as you'll see, the studio isn't very far from downtown Senoia, where both the Alexandria Safe Zone is now and where Woodbury was in Season 3. Now that we're at the end of the drive leading up to town, let's check the map again to see where we are. We're at the corner of Highway 16 and Broad Street. We're going to be making a right-hand turn onto Broad, and there's quite a bit to see here, so let's take it slow and take a look. As we reach Morgan Street, we find the Culpeper House on the right, the smaller of the two bed and breakfast establishments in the downtown area. We did attempt to contact them to set up an appointment to make a video tour, but we didn't get a response, so unfortunately we can't show you the inside. But a recent visitor there has already uploaded a brief video on YouTube. Immediately across the street and down one block from the Culpeper, you can see the southernmost wall of the Alexandria Safe Zone. This is called the Gin property since Gin Street borders it to the north. Moving on, to the right is a fairly new, tall privacy fence that encompasses the lot where the cast trailers are normally parked while filming is taking place at the Safe Zone. This is what fans call home base. As you navigate the small S-curve at the end of the road, you find yourself beside the cafe that was rebranded as the Woodbury Coffee House for the show. The coffee house is just outside where the Woodbury wall was, and you can also see the gazebo across the street in several shots of the show. As you round the corner, suddenly you find yourself on Main Street in Woodbury. The first time you experience this in real life, it is quite a surreal feeling. It doesn't last long though, because what was used for the show was only one block and is most of the downtown area. To the left is Nick and Norman's. The new eatery opened in part by Greg Nicotero and Norman Reedus. And further up at the corner, the Woodbury Shop, the only official Walking Dead gift shop, owned in part by Robert Kirkman. Here we're going to take a right turn on CV and head for a bit of scenery from another famous source. But as we travel there, we pass the veranda on the left, the larger of the two bed and breakfasts in town. We did get a lot of video of this one, so look for that video if you're planning to visit. Up next, we're going to take a right turn on Bridge Street to take a quick look at two filming locations of the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. Directly ahead is the bridge where Ruth lost her hat and Buddy, but the side of this bridge was also built up with CGI and used as the entrance to the tunnel where Glenn and Maggie reunite after the fall of the prison. As we come to the corner and make a right, we see the historic house that was used as the exterior for the Threadgood home. It's notable for its distinct diagonal front door at the corner of the house, but remember, it's private property and is still someone's home. As we come to the end of the street, you'll see we find ourselves coming out behind the coffee shop. We're going to take a loop back around up Main Street, but this time taking a left at CV to take a better look at the Safe Zone. As we scoot past the Woodbury Shop on the right, on our left is McGuire's Irish Pub, a fan favorite stop. As with most locations in town, several cast members have been photographed there. Here we're going to take a left onto Travis Street that runs parallel to Ginn Street, bordering the northern wall of the Safe Zone. Ginn Street itself is usually not closed to through traffic, but we prefer to keep a bit more distance so we're not a nuisance to the residents or the crew if they're filming. We're shooting back up Highway 16 to come in the back way, where the houses where Rick and Carl took shelter after the fall of the prison are. Those properties lie at the west side of the Safe Zone. Here's the house affectionately termed the Pudding House. A few doors down, we find the house where Michonne found Rick and Carl taking shelter. Check out the patio furniture, it's still the same. As we circle back around to town to grab some lunch, we'd just like to say we hope you enjoyed this driving tour of Senoia, and thank you for watching.